We have absolutely everything that Cortec has, plus some stuff that's not on their website yet.
Awesome. Was it one of your first lines that you carried?
It was our first vinyl line, yeah.
Okay. And then now, when somebody comes in, do you guys do straight consultation, or do you let them like kind of just walk, kind of get comfortable?
Yeah, so we do both. Typically, when people come in, it depends if we ask them what the job is, what their family's like, what sort of products are they interested in, colors, things like that. And then we kind of try to narrow down the options from there.
Gotcha. It's just a process.
Yes.
Like anything else, right? And the first thing is to make them comfortable.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And get that going. So now Cortec, I see that says the original. What is that? It's like a patented waterproof technology. So there's different lines.
Yep.
I see. And it takes a beating, right? I mean,
Yeah. I mean, you can put it in a basement, your basement floods, and after they come in and do their thing, you put it back down.
Oh,
it's fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah.
Yep.
Especially here in Western New York. I mean, you got to have that. And then what are we looking at here? This stuff. What is this?
So this is Wickham. This is a custom mill up in Quebec. We use them for a lot of our 3/4 thick applications because you can decide I want this sort of wood, this finish, and this color,
Okay.
and they'll make it.
Oh, so this is all custom?
So it is. You can obviously pick one of the ones that we have right here, but if you fall in love with this color, but you want it to be a high gloss, Wickham will do it for us.
Really?
Yes.
What's the turnaround time on that? Is that
Everything's about 3 to 4 weeks from order to us getting it. Yep.
wow. And you have a great relationship with them, so
Yes.
any like issues and now who does the installation? Do you guys do that?
Yes.
Or
Yep.
You guys do
So
it?
we offer installation as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Full installation, whether it's removing tile, carpet, vinyl, laminate, prepping the surface, and then full spec installation.
Nice. And there's actually a lot of selection here and everything that you guys have.
Yeah,
There's
so-
not like sometimes you go into a shop and it's like a little bit, and then they take it to a catalog and like if I can't see it.
Yeah, our first showroom was 220 square feet.
Really?
Yep.
Where was it?
It was on Grand Island in a converted office space. Nope, that's where we started.
That's awesome. It was like a garage business.
Yes.
Right?
I mean, there's thousands and thousands of combinations just due to the fact that they're a custom mill.
Gotcha. Now, is that rare in the industry to have a custom mill like this that you can
It's
come into
the
a store?
only one that we work with because they're so consistent.
I see. So it gets your stamp of approval, essentially.
Yes.
Right? And that all your products are like that.
Yep.
So you're not going to carry it if you're not going to back it.
No, we spend a lot of time trying to find unique and different and try to just offer affordable prices on, medium to high-end stuff.
Well, and that's what differentiates you then, right? I mean, and you're fighting against the big box.
Yep.
Which the big box, let's face it, they suck. I mean, nobody cares, and the people that do care get burned out. I know some people who work for big box and design, and they just burn you out.
Yeah, I mean, big box, it definitely has its niche in the market, and, we try to separate ourselves just by having, obviously, the custom options, the customer service we think sets ourselves apart.
Right.
We're with you from start to finish, so if you start working with Jen, Paul, or myself, we're the ones there all the way through the completion of installation, and that's who you're still dealing with.
Right, that's a huge deal, yeah. Especially because this is a nerve-wracking process for everybody, when you do this, right?
Yeah, could be, $10,000 to $30,000 job, and we could be working with you for 3 months from start to finish. So
yeah, because you develop. I love this old house. I'm watching it
Yeah.
as a little kid, and like they develop like a relationship
Yeah.
with those people. Like they're all crying at the end of
Yeah.
the closed shows, because and it's somebody's home. It doesn't get more personal in a way, right?
Yeah,
you invite
absolutely.
into these people's homes to make their lives better, to make their lives more comfortable.
Yes.
So it's a whole other level of customer service.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're not just fixing the gas line and walking out the
No, and they're going to inconvenience their way of life for sometimes a week, week and a half while it's going on, and they want to feel comfortable with how you're going to do things start to finish and make sure the end result's exactly what they were hoping for. This is actually one of our newer vinyl lines, Provenza. Really nice company. We just picked them up recently. Really high-end stuff. Price point's great. Very similar technology to the other vinyls. Again, we're really slow to let new brands kind of come into our showroom. We typically sample them first. Our installers work with them in the back, make sure they like the way they install, the way they lock, things like that.
it's locking. Big deal, right?
Well,
technology is-
nobody wants a callback. We don't want a callback. The relationship with our reps is really important. So You know, really, really nice product to work with, and just different color options. I mean, for us, it comes down to looking for unique and different things. So there's just some colors here that weren't available from anybody else.
But the color technology on this, like everything is so detail oriented now. On the colors, it's the variant is not. I mean, I'm not. You know, I don't do home design at all. But to see the variant in the colors here, it's crazy because they're just a shade different.
Correct.
Sometimes. I mean, there's a lot here.
Yep. So from everything from, you know, smooth replicating it to having the texture match that this knot actually feels like a knot like it would on hardwood.
Right.
To something like this that has more of the beveled edges, which is replicating a lot of those new wide French beveled edge floors, you know. So they're trying to stay up with the newest wood technologies and still replicating it with the vinyls.
Right. Have you guys ever toured any of these factories at all to see how they're made?
So we have not gone to a vinyl factory because most of it's made overseas. Cortec did just open a huge manufacturing plant in the States and actually offer one line that's exclusively made in the U.S. So they're actually the first one that we deal with that actually has a line made here. We have been to some of the wood manufacturing plants, just not the vinyl.
Right. I mean, but it's like almost like future tech at this point, right? To be
Oh,
able
it's
to
incredible.
apply all the colors and, like,
You're seeing products now with HD images. The thickness is over a ½ inch on some of them. Some of them are using double thick soundproofing, you know, cork bottoms that's naturally antimicrobial, antifungal, so you don't need that extra paper or vapor barrier. It's all ready to go.
I had a recording studio for a long time, and we had to do the double walls in the floating floor. It was a mess. So you can do cork floors under the
right over cement.
The substrate.
You just go right over the cement and you're good to go.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is. So one of the other brands we carry is Real Wood Floors. They're based out of Missouri, and they do everything from high-end engineered to some 3/4. This is one of their 3/4 products. So the top texturing is left original, made to really feel like an old beat-up store you'd find on like a Center Street or a Main Street in like a classic town.
That's cool.
Yeah, really unique feel. What's nice about it is if you were to dent, scratch, ding your floor, you're okay because you're just adding more character to a floor that's already distressed.
Anyway.
Yeah, so if this is, I have to have hardwood floors, but I have 4 kids and 2 dogs, well, you can because, yeah, every 6 months you walk around with your stain pen and you touch up a few spots and it still looks like it did the day we put it in.
Right, and you're good to go.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, and that looks super popular now, right?
Yes.
I mean, people buy, like, they pay a ton of money for like a barn wood that's been just beat the heck.
Yep.
But this is going to actually give you a more long-lasting. It's a consistent finish.
Correct.
Even though it's distressed.
Yes.
So is that this company's?
Yeah. So this is another one from that company. Again, they try to take the popular old looks and then put them into brand new flooring, but still giving you that look. So this one is actually a mixed width. So you get a 7-inch and a 3.
Nice.
And it gives you that alternating look, super long lengths, over 7 feet long. So again, if you're looking for some character, it's subtle because it's just in the widths.
Right.
But obviously the color options are some of those new color trends that are coming out and, you know, very popular in the West Coast that are making their way towards us. So these are actually weathered outside.
Okay.
So they're left outside in the elements. It reacts with the wood. They then bring it inside and finish it. So what you're getting is a ton of variation because like this one was outside for 75 days. So the maple reacted with the weather. Then it was dried, then it was stained, and because it was waterlogged, dried in the weather, cold and hot, you get just a unique look to it. So
that's super cool.
Yeah, so again, just a super unique, different floor, a unique look.
Dude, is that like a brand new like technique that they're using, like to weather the wood and put it on this?
They did that on accident.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, so it was wood that was outside. They brought it in, messed around with it. Got some really cool results, so they actually turned it into a engineered product.
Yeah, it's a great idea though, because now it's real wood, right?
Correct.
I mean,
so it's still, you know, 1/2 inch thick. Got a super thick veneer on the top. Can be refinished.
Right.
But you know, very unique.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, are we looking at the full line or no?
So this is the full line for this collection. So
Okay.
they're essentially 8 to 10 colors in different kind of like segmented markets. So
Gotcha.
like this is their brand new one. This is their newest one. European white oak, crazy popular right now. This kind of modern farmhouse look. So you get a little bit of the whitewash look over top. Extremely high demand. A lot of our new builds,
Hard to
younger
get.
couples, looking for something like this. Price point's fantastic on something like this.
Ballpark on it, it would be.
Oh, what's Sylvian?
1050 installed.
Yeah.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, so you're under, $10, $11 installed.
Yeah. Is it the manufacturing technique that's causing that, or because that's a great price?
I mean, part of it's our business model and trying to, keep stuff affordable.
Right. So, I work on the same premise. I mean, you're basically in that niche, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're new, so we're trying to do, volume.
Sure.
And really, if you come in the door and you are gonna buy a floor, I want to make sure it's from us.
Yep.
And
yeah, you don't want them to.
That's kind of how we attack everything. I mean, if you can't find it here, we can typically get it.
Right.
Or there's a reason we don't have it, and I would do nothing besides educate you on why we have what we have.
Right.
And let you go from there.
And that's, at the end of the day, that's if an educated customer is your customer for life,
So, I mean, really, we don't try to really sell you anything. You come in, have with an idea in your head.
Right.
I'll find you the colors that are similar. I'm just going to tell you the differences between the things that we have, the prices of things that we have, and ultimately let you make the decision of which way you want to go.
Gotcha. That's awesome, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's the pressure is not here. And that's the one thing that people, when you go to a shop and you're looking to renovate, you're just bombarded with.
Yeah, I mean, we're hoping you're shopping us other places. And
Sure, and knowing what you're getting.
Yeah.
So now this is a different.
Yeah, this is a brand new line to us. Just picked it up in December. Again, coming out of Canada. Amazing price point, ton of different options for that hand scrape distressed, a lot of hickories, oaks, maples, things like that, with prices starting, in the fours.
Sure.
For the wood itself.
Now, do they all have their own, like the forte within the context of the industry? Like there's like a certain style that like this ambience hardwood and the obsession hardwood, you know what I mean? Like it differentiates itself from.
Ambience is a little bit thinner product than Obsession,
Okay.
which allows it to be a little bit less expensive
Gotcha.
than Obsession.
Okay.
So that's the big difference. This is actually a 3/4 inch thick engineered,
Okay.
which is super rare. So this is, I need the benefits of an engineer, but I need the thickness of a 3/4.
It's huge. What would be the purpose?
If
Heavily
you-
trafficked or?
Just height-wise, you want to match other floors in the house.
Okay.
So like tiles, typically 3/4 installed.
Right.
This ensures a flush transition.
I see.
If you go with a 1/2 inch product, then you have to decide, do you want to raise your floor up, or do you want us to somehow create that bevel
I see.
to be foot
I
friendly?
didn't even think about that. Right. And that's like across the board in this entire industry. That's like the variant
Yeah.
with the thickness.
And that's where walking through your house with you, talking about how you want to go from this floor to that floor
Sure.
works. So again, this is salt box made to match the old salt box homes, which traditionally just had random width floorings on the floor with whatever they had. They
Okay.
put on the floors. This is actually 3 different widths, so it's a 3, a 6, and an 8. And then the colors it's available in. And again, looking for that subtle size difference to give you something unique.
Right.
With some of the traditional colors. So your traditional hickories, your traditional maples, and then 2 new colors, kind of going after a little more color variation that's becoming more popular.
On these lines, they're naming them appropriately.
Correct.
So you come in and you know exactly what you're looking for, and it really helps your decision making. It's
Correct.
like this vintage loft, and the decision to even probably manufacture something and make that initial investment for them is a big deal. So
Yes. Well, I mean, they come out with a new line that's definitely calculated. This is one of their older lines. They actually just recolored them all. So we just got a new set of colors in it. And it was just updating the colors that they had.
Right.
A little bit more with the European oaks. They went a little more like tavern distillery colors on this round.
Right.
Really nice stuff. Super thick product. The distressing is, really high end, 8.5 inches wide.
Sure.
So it's one of our widest engineered products. It's almost 3/4 an inch thick, super long lengths.
And this is this real wood again?
Correct. Yep, it's hardwood.
So everything that they make is this like
It's hardwood.
Is hardwood, but it's meant to just be installed in a traditional laminate format, which really gives it a lot of value because it has a durability, right? It's already been it's made for beating. This isn't,
Correct, because it looks like it's already beat up.
Yeah. Are you guys exclusive on a lot of these?
A lot
throughout
of these
Western?
were exclusive.
Okay, so that's huge for the show. So we should definitely bring that up a few times. So when you find these lines, you try to get them because I mean you're not only taking on this product line, but you're opening up this market to these companies. So
Correct.
there's a mutual benefit on
Yep.
both sides. And this is a great product, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, and this is really cool looking. I mean, just from even like a design standpoint, a lot of these are, and it's funny now when you go into a place because you don't really know anymore, do you? The technology is so good.
No, it's nice when somebody walks in, they're like, I want something really wide. I want it to be distressed. Here's the picture I found on Pinterest.
And you're like,
I know, I'm just like, all right, you hang out there. I'm going to pull you 6 things and let you go from there.
right.
And
They
then-
don't expect that.
No, but they like that they have, like something like this because
Right.
you're not going to see this anywhere else.
No, that's really, really cool. Well, that's great for you guys because it does. It makes you guys stand out among, right?
Yeah.
So are a lot of these products smaller boutique type of companies? So they're not looking to like saturate. They're looking to
Correct.
find
They're
a better
looking
market.
to get into one store that mutually agrees with them to show it in the area.
Awesome. And then what's this Hardwood?
So Hardwood is another company that we started working with about 2 years ago. Hardwood is made in Tennessee, and it's actually made inside of a prison.
Wow.
And it's a prison labor floor, which
Okay.
is awesome because a lot of those people are getting jobs when they get out because they now have learned a skill.
Sure.
It also allows you to get a handmade product at a manufactured price,
Oh, wow.
which is incredible.
Yeah.
So where this floor here should be, $14, $15 a square foot to be made by hand,
Right.
We're able to offer it at $750
Wow.
and, be super competitive on a 7-inch wide, half-inch engineered
Sure.
product. Amazing colors. The girl that owns the company, her father used to own Anderson Floors.
You're kidding.
No, he sold it. He opened a new company that has a lot of these private lines. So this is.
Oh, so they
his-
sold it. She didn't break away from her dad.
No, she didn't break away from her
company
dad.
Was sold.
They
and-
opened a new company and they private label some stuff, and this is his daughter's private line.
Wow, that's a great idea.
Yeah, it's
actually.
awesome. So these are her colors that she picked as a designer.
Okay.
That she felt were going to do the best.
Nice. And then you see you've got the little story there. Is that
Yep.
what that is? Yeah.
And just how long some of the planks are.
Oh,
Like you're getting crazy long lengths
didn't even-
there. Yeah.
yeah. But that's also unique in the
Yeah.
industry, correct? Because
yeah.
now that looks completely authentic because of the length. You're
Again,
not seeing any
super
split.
high end to get stuff
Right.
that long.
Wow.
Should be a $14, $15 square foot floor.
Sure. And so you're getting the benefit of this price point and that look. right?
Correct.
Wow, it's a good piece. All right.
We are all the time trying to find new companies, what works for us, searching out new companies. This one here is one that I found actually on the internet through Instagram. They liked a lot of stuff we did. We liked a lot of stuff they did. We reached out, talked about what they do. Do they use any retailers? They really don't, but they kind of liked what we did, so they sent us up some of their hottest SKUs to
Yeah.
let us distribute them up here in Buffalo.
And that is a really cool look. It
Yes.
almost looks like it's you stripped it a bit with some paint. there's
Again,
some
so
residue.
this is actually reclaimed. So this
Oh, it is?
was barnwood. It has the original pegs in it. They made it thinner, put it on a plywood core so that it could be veneered and then be stable installed in a home.
How do you match that though? Do you know what I mean? Like if there's like so just again layman's. So if we're laying a floor
Yep.
and you're trying to get the consistency from tile to tile, I mean, will that show on that break line, or the goal is to match it?
What do you mean by what show?
Well, like you see, I have this variant here on the dark.
Yep.
So when this travels to the other board,
So we make all of our transitions out of the flooring.
oh,
So
you do.
Yeah, we're going to use this to make our transitions. So that eliminates that.
Gotcha.
Whatever floor you're buying, I'm going to walk through the house with you, okay, and here it's going to transition to this. So we're going to take a piece, we're going to bevel down the bottom of it so it angles down nicely.
see.
We'll tuck the floor underneath it, and it'll look just like a piece of this turned sideways.
That's awesome. And that's a whole skill set, right? I mean, that's you. That's like something that's almost.
That's us. That's the installers. That's how we do things here.
Okay. But that's why you're doing this, because at the end of the day, this is, it's got to look seamless.
Correct.
You can't have. I mean, your whole
We
job
want it to look
is-
like it was installed the day you built the house.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
our goal.
Perfect. Right. Awesome. And now next to this.
This is Real Wood Floors. This is their entry-level product.
Okay.
This is actually one of our least expensive options, but again, coming from that company,
Right.
we do back it up. We support it. It's on a little bit thinner platform,
Yeah.
which in some applications people need. They just can't have the height of that 3/4 inch floor. So
I
it's
see.
actually a 3/8 thick. It's a rotary veneered, so you're still getting real hickory or real maple on top.
Okay.
And it's at like a $399 price point. So
Wow.
for
So
us,
for starter,
it's on the low end. But
Right.
if it's the look or something like that you're going for, or heights of restraint, it's a really good starting point.
Okay.
Not our typical customer's product, but a great option if it
Right.
works. And there's some colors in here that you just don't see on other stuff.
Sure.
Like,
The
some
Coronado?
of these are just
Yeah.
super unique.
Yeah, I actually was noticing that because it's
Yeah.
got that like super dark walnutty,
Yep.
right, type of look to it, which you don't see very often.
Yeah, you do this
All
one.
right, and then what's this one?
one's kind of cool. This is a line out of Texas, 100% reclaimed, everything they do. So this is barns taken apart. They
that's-
send you the certificate of the barn that it came from.
That's cool.
So like the last one we just did was all from Georgia, and the
Right.
customer got to see the barn that his floors came from. Random widths, you can get it 3/4 thick. You can get it 1/2 inch thick, again, depending on what you want as a
Right.
customer. They also offer it unfinished. So this is untouched. This is the exposed.
Oh, wow.
So you could finish it, and it would look similar to this if we did it in your house on site. Or we do this a lot on wall applications.
Really?
So people like to get that rustic wall in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
background sort
Okay.
of look. And here's it, slightly cleaned up from them. So they kind of offer different levels.
That looks fantastic.
Yeah, so just, again, super unique.
You found them
different
at a
stuff.
trade show, or how'd you find them? It
did
seems
I
like it would
find-
be really. I mean, I know the
I
internet's
spend
the
a
internet,
lot
but-
of time looking for different.
Do you?
Like I know what we have, and then if one customer comes in and they're like, I was looking for this,
Right.
and if I feel like we don't really have a good selection for that,
Then
I get on it.
It's time now.
Yeah, and I'm to the point now where I think we have a little bit of everything, so now it's looking for just stuff I like. Yeah, this
it's a
is
really big deal.
100% actually reclaimed. It looks fantastic. We got a ton of pictures of this one. We just did a really big install of this in Clarence a few weeks ago.
Did you do walls or floors or both?
Floors.
We did floors.
Did like 2,400 square feet of
Wow.
this. Yeah, it
Holy
was a
cow.
really cool project.
It was like their whole.
Whole first floor. It
House.
was a ranch whole house.
Oh, it's got to make it like so. The before and after, it's got to be like.
It was a new
night and
build.
day. Oh, it was.
Yeah, new build. So
But they wanted like an older, like.
so he
Warren.
did all nice white modern everywhere, and then put this in, and
That's a great look, actually.
Yeah, it's
the
awesome.
contrast between the two is perfect.
yeah, he was super happy. It's exactly what he wanted.
Wow, that's awesome.
He was someone that walked past the sample, and I went, "It's sweet. It's a little pricey." And we walked around. He went, "I have to have it."
Yeah, you know
It's-
what? It's that type of thing. You're not going to find it anywhere
Yeah.
either. And to
No.
try to find, like, just if you said, I want that to
This
the
you
floor,
can't get anywhere.
It's their own.
It's their
Yeah.
own. They don't distribute. They don't retail. We just had a relationship,
Good.
so they were willing to resell to us through up here. But they're actually their own store, their own mill. They do their stuff direct.
Oh, they do.
But they're down in Texas, so they have no way to do anything in Buffalo.
right,
and-
right. Is that so? The name of the company is.
No, Kruger's their line. The name of the company is Woodco.
Okay, but really, what a cool idea.
Yeah.
You know, and you get to see. Do you get to see the barn? The picture of the barn,
Yep.
or
Yeah, it comes with the wood.
Framed like that type of thing. Yeah,
Yep.
that's super cool. You've been
Yeah.
talking about that for years too.
Yeah, so
You
you
know?
can request to know where your wood came from, and they tell you, yeah, it was this barn from Georgia, or your lot's coming. But it's also streaky with availability. So you'll see there's 10,000 square feet of it because they just took down 2 barns, and then there's 0.
Right.
So you may tell the customer, like, well, you gotta wait till they take apart the next barn to get your floor,
That's it.
but that's what
Yeah.
it is.
That's cool, dude. And that
Yeah.
actually, this is in line ideologically with your entire shop, really, in a
Yes.
way. Because you're trying to find new, you're trying to find different, you're trying to find unique
Yes.
products that you're not going to find in big box, you're not going to find in any of your competitors, and that differentiates
Yeah.
you guys.
Correct.
You know?
If you shouldn't be able to compare anything in a big box to us, apples for apples.
Awesome.
There's just nothing there that compares to what we have here.
Yeah, and you know, my whole company is small business, where I come
Yeah.
from, small family restaurant, and that's what you guys are. And it's a great name too, by the way. I
Thank
don't know,
you.
Like the fact that nobody had that so far,
We
is kind of
were-
weird.
yeah.
You know, you're like it's just
Yes.
sitting there, right? You're like, okay, I'm taking that.
Yeah.